Now, what I find is that many companies will draw up, a professional executor will draw up a will for you, but then they are the executor. So how does that, if you say, well, I want a family member to be the executor, how does that work normally?
Sure. Okay, so let's deal with the two things. Firstly is the cost for drafting a will. You shouldn't be charged for drafting a will. Every South African should have a will done if you're above 16 years old. Okay, so the cost should be free. Generally, wills are done or pushed quite hard during Wills Week, which the attorneys offer free wills, or Wills Month, which we see in the industry. But we do it all year round, obviously. Wills should not cost you anything. It's one thing drafting your will, still signing it and getting into safe custody is still really important, and we'll make sure that all of that happens irrespective of whether you've got a policy with us or you don't.
But Denisha, in terms of, so say for example, you want to appoint your spouse as executor, or you're a family trusted single mom, so a trusted family member, your brother is somebody you really trust, you want to make them executor, but you want to make sure that your will is constructed correctly. I mean, there you probably would pay a professional service. Maybe you would see a lawyer who would give you advice and there would be a fee attached. I mean, would that be, I have seen those sort of structures as well.
It is very common, but at the end of the day, it's your will and you've got freedom of testation. You should be able to choose who you want to be the executor of the estate. However, having your brother as the executor in the estate, your brother may not be a professional executor and he may not have the training that's required of a professional executor. If you took your brother as executor, there's lots of legal obligations on him to fulfill in terms of administration of your estate. That's why you require actually a professional executor to support him in the administration. So he can take up executorship and his name can be on the letter of executorship. But I highly recommend that a professional executor supports him by a power of attorney and takes him through the full process. And he'll obviously have an eye on the full process as well.